What it do, brother?
What's up, my boy?
What up, dog?
Cool, man. How you doing?
Ah, bro. Feeling like a
So,
fucking, like a G. Ever since you told me earlier about that 50 Cent concert, bro, I've been listening to 50 Cent all afternoon. Man,
I'm telling you, man, that first album is undefeated to this day, bro.
ain't nobody in this new age will ever know about the Get Rich or Die Trying era, bro. That was the very first explicit album I ever owned.
It's crazy because you can actually understand every word of what he's saying too.
Yeah, and unlike today's bullshit that we got into.
Golly, bro.
So, but shit, started off hot. You already know what it is. This is the Over the Octagon podcast, episode 28, I believe. And I got to start keeping track of these episodes, man. I feel like we do them so often that it's hard to keep track. But yeah, episode 28, hell of a fight night or a UFC card last week. The first time I can honestly say that it didn't have a title fight on it, but it almost felt like it had multiple title fights.
Yeah, man. I mean, in another way, in another life, there was two champions fighting. Shit, there was four champions fighting, bro.
I mean, who's the
Maybe,
other two?
maybe.
Oh, you talking about fighting each other?
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
just in general, man. And I mean, they could have easily been title fights. I mean, the BMF is kind of a title in one way or another.
We had two decisions on the whole card.
I know,
Nine
man.
nine of the 11 fights went did not go the distance.
And Dana White knew what he was doing with this, man. He knew this was like we said last week. This was a card for the fans, bro. We got to have some showy people, some people who bring a good fight, dude. And they definitely did, dude. The prelims were rocking, dog.
Oh
I
yeah.
got
I mean, we started out with the nasty sub by Miranda Maverick. And
ugh,
then the medic spinning back elbow TKO in the early prelims. That's just how we started it out. Then we get into the prelims. We had Jake Matthews with the submission. That fight was pretty good to even that fight was all right. The first round was really good. And that
first round
fight,
packed, bro.
yeah. And then it got into that second, and then they had took so much damage it allowed him to get that sub in. And then Kopolov, that dude, that kick was fucking sick.
Dude, these Russians, man, they are taking over. It sucks, but it is what it is.
There's something about just a head kick knockout.
You don't see him enough, man. You really don't see him enough,
And
and
when you do, it's like brutal.
it's always brutal, man. These guys are always going to sleep. If it connects you, it can be with the foot or the shin with this, man. If you throw it right, the foot can knock you out.
Yeah, 100%. You know what actually got me thinking? I was thinking about this before you got on. I was thinking like, how fucking hard is my head?
Oh God, dude, you have the hardest head I know.
Bro, like I got to thinking when we went to that concert, I took a full sprint headbutt directly to the face by you, and it didn't even fucking phase me. I woke up the next day with a whelp on my head the size of a golf ball, and I didn't even fucking know. I was sober.
Dog, that shit hurt like
Wasn't even
fuck.
like I was drunk. Like, you know how if you get hit when you're drunk, sometimes you just don't even feel it. I was sober, and it didn't even phase me. I kept rocking out.
That shit phased me, bro. I almost
I
killed
know it
everyone.
phased you.
I was about to kill everyone,
But I
dog.
got to thinking, I said, damn, dude, like, you know how you watching the UFC and guys get headbutted all the time, and it causes them to like sometimes it causes them to get knocked out like all off balance and could lead to them losing. And I'm like, man, I took a full on, you know, 10-mile-an-hour sprint, wall of death headbutt from Nick. And I just kept moving.
You think mine would be stronger from having collar tie practice with you the whole entire time, just fucking having to rub our fucking foreheads together.
That's
You're
probably a little bit
responsible.
why I'm off, you know?
I mean, dude, your shit hurt, and the thing is, your afro hurt even worse, dude. It would cut my eyeballs.
I used to headbutt people all the time, though. That was my problem.
Ain't nothing wrong with that,
But
dog.
anyways, back to the leg kicks, man. We don't see them enough. You're right, and that head kick, dude, and it was almost like the not like the Leon head kick, but like it almost felt like that the immediate knockout.
Yeah, the Gabriel Gonzaga on a Crow Cop knockout.
Yeah, something along that line. So it was beautiful. And then we got another decision, and then to finish off the prelims, Bonfim with another win, 15-0.
No, I want to talk about him for a minute.
Yeah, I'm down.
He is a fucking beast.
He might be a true problem.
Dude, he's gonna be. I mean, he's undefeated, bro. He's 2-0 in the UFC, and him in the UFC, dude. I dove in his career. I was just bored like a week ago. Actually, like 3 days ago after this. Dude, he is a submission monster. You know, his first one in the UFC was like in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
The dude's a problem, man. I like what I see from him in the welterweight division. You know, you have some old heads in there, and you're making room for the Ian Gary, the Jack Dellas. Like this could be.
We were just talking about that division. It's coming to a weird spot right now.
It is, man, but there's some up and comers, man, that are just. I really like Ian Gary, Jack Della. He's good, you know. But his last fight was not so much, you know. Kevin Holland. Speaking of him, you know, I like Kevin Holland, but you know, you have some old guys in there, you know, that are towards the end of their career. You know, like you have your Jeff Nealton, New Magnies, and stuff like that. But I mean, there's room for these new faces to take off, dude. And I would love to see this homeboy get a good fight. At least, like, you know, like I don't know, man. I know it's gonna be a while before he gets like a top 15er, but I think he's ready for it at least.
Yeah, I was just talking today, you know, so speaking of welterweight, so Shavkat Rakhmonov and Kelvin Gastelum was supposed to fight, and Kelvin Gastelum backed out due to injury. So I'm like, so he's out. He got elbowed in practice, and it split it, like he's like fractured his nose or something like that. So we're not getting that fight. But what I was thinking, I'm like, who else had a fighter just back out?
Stephen Thompson.
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy versus Shavkat. Let's make it happen. That's a top 10 fight.
Dog, make it happen, dude. That would be a sick fight. Tell me that would not be a war, dude.
I hate that because like I like tweeted it, and then like a day later, all like the mainstream, like, you know, the mainstream MMA media was like, oh, Shavkat versus Wonder Boy 294. I'm like, bitch, I said that yesterday.
Oh god.
I said it when it happened. Like, come on. But that would be sick. I want that fight. I'd love to see Wonder Boy fight a guy like that. That's a true test.
That's a true test, dude. And if he does that, I mean, he won't go up in the rankings, but
I think if he beats a guy like Shavkat, I don't know if he'll move up because Shavkat, I think, is 9.
Shavkat's 6. And,
6. Okay, 6.
7.
Oh, so he'll move up to 6.
Yeah, man. When is Hamzat Chimaev gonna fight again, dude?
He's not. So you got to take him out of the welterweight conversation because he's not fighting welterweight. He's fighting up one weight class.
He needs to go, dude.
So I don't know why he's even still in there.
Yeah. So he's fighting middleweight against
Paulo Costa.
Costa, dude. That oh god, I can't wait for that, dude.
I can't wait for that press conference with Paulo Costa.
Oh my god, dude, that's gonna be hilarious, man.
That's what we were laughing at his ass the other night.
That dude, we took off on him. We watched an hour straight of
Nick, I think we watched the whole pay-per-view of Dustin Poirier. Like, we watched like 6 Dustin Poirier fights. We watched Paulo Costa fights. We dove in heavy on some UFC.
We dissected it hard, man. We went to Poirier, then to Justin Gaethje. We watched probably 3 fights each. And then we went to some Izzy fights, and then, dude, it was insane. Like, I forgot Izzy lost to John Blachowicz or whatever.
Yeah,
Blachowicz. I forgot about that completely.
His only loss in the UFC outside of Alex Pieta.
I know.
So, but yeah, Bonfim looks good, man. I like to see what he can do at welterweight. 15-0, keep it moving. Getting to the main card, Kevin Holland, hell of a great performance, dude. Subbed out Michael Chiesa. I think it's time Chiesa doesn't fight again. He should have never came off commentary. I mean, Holland made him look like a fool. The Darce choke. He even said it in an interview. He is like, I'm so bad at Darce chokes. Like, I get Darce choked all the time. He said it. Like, he basically put himself in his own grave.
Yeah, dude. I don't know why he made a comeback, dude. I was like, don't you make good money, like, commentating as well? Like, you're making your record look terrible, dude. You're almost at a 500 record. You don't want that.
Nah, dude. I don't know why. Kevin Holland still simply amazes me. Somehow he could be whoever he wants to be, and then somehow he just comes out and puts on an insane performance.
I like his swag, bro.
Yeah, you gotta like Kevin Holland. He's dope, man. He's a cool guy too. He's a cool. He's like one of those fighters that's just all around like a good dude, but will fuck you up.
He reminds me of Lil Baby a little bit, dog.
Little baby, I don't know about that.
With his glasses on at the press conference, I was like, okay,
Yeah, I could see that. I know you'd fuck little baby up though.
oh, definitely,
But
def-
speaking of little baby, Tony Ferguson.
man, fuck you.
I'm just kidding. He's not a little baby. Bobby Green's a gangster versus Tony Ferguson, the ex gangster.
Man, this hurts to watch, man.
It's sad, dude. He needs to stop. I don't know what he's doing, bro.
This sucks to watch, dude. It sucks. I don't know, man. You saw that stat where he was like 12-0 6 years ago,
And he's 0-6.
That's just insane to me, man. Because, dude, you gotta love him, man. He's a big dummy, man. And he said Brock Lesnar was the best thing that happened to him. Blah blah blah, man. I like Tony Ferguson, but dude, 6 in a row. What do you do at this point?
Tony Ferguson reminds me of my buddy Footloose.
Yeah.
Yeah, when he comes out with those big ass fucking glasses on, and he wears like the motorcycle sunglasses inside. I could just picture my buddy Footloose wearing those.
That shit's ridiculous, bro. That shit looks stupid.
And he's been doing it forever. He looks like a guy who wears like one of those fucking shell necklaces with the sunglasses on. Like
Pop collar.
pop collar. Tony Ferguson's swag is on another level.
It is, bro. He belongs in Europe for sure.
That shit's funny, man. But he needs to hang him up, dude. It's kind of sad to see at this point. He's 26-9, dude. Like in his last six of his 9 losses literally have come within the past 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Year and a half. It sucks to see, man. But Bobby Green, I still don't even think Bobby Green is that good. Like, I don't think he's going to beat anybody ahead of that because Tony Ferguson was still rocking his shit.
Tony Ferguson was hitting him with some choppers, dude. Bobby Green's older, man.
Yeah, he is. They're both old.
Yeah, Bobby Green's been fighting forever.
I mean, he's 30-14, dude.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, he's been fighting forever, dude. Like, he was in other organizations way before this, like in his prime of his career. I forget what he was in, but
yeah, he's got like that Jorge Masvidal record.
100%, man. But I mean,
he was fighting in Strikeforce back in 2012. This guy started fighting in 2008.
Yeah, I was about to say, dude, Strikeforce, man. He was big in Strikeforce, bro.
That's nuts, dude.
Dude, hey, come back to this later, man. But remember that when we're bringing up MMA news, bring up Strikeforce.
Okay.
I got something crazy that I fucking found.
All right, bet. And then on to the last 3 fights. We have six-pack Derek Lewis coming out looking like he's fucking 18 years old again with a flying knee.
What the fuck? Just when I was thinking he was gonna retire,
dude. Just when you think Derek Lewis is done for, this guy does this.
Do you think he talked to Jorge Masvidal because he was in the crowd?
I don't know what he did, because you heard at the very end he was like, "Did you plan on doing that?" He was like, "Hell nah, man." He's like, "I just thought I'd do something cool, so I threw it and it landed."
It landed good, man. Like, I'm a little bit like against those, but not against. I love seeing them, but like, you can't do it if someone's trying to touch gloves. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so you're one of those guys? You don't agree with it?
I know, I agree with it, but what if the person's trying to touch gloves? You know what I'm saying?
Hey, it's UFC, man.
Ring the bell, yeah.
When the bell goes ding, protect yourself at all costs. That's how I look at it.
I think no more of this now. It's got to be just like, hey, let's scrap.
To be honest, it should never be this.
Yeah.
Until the very end.
Yeah, I agree.
Fuck you until you beat my ass or I beat your ass. And then at the very end, we go, damn, bro, that was a good fight. Good fucking job. But at the beginning, why am I coming up to you going, all right, man, good luck. I hope you beat my ass.
No, I'm like, I hope you die.
Yeah, fuck you. I hope I land this flying knee right to your skull.
What's next for big six-pack Derek Lewis, man?
John Jones. Give him John Jones.
Oh my God, dude. Yeah, right.
I don't know what you do with that. Maybe you give him the guy who just fought Tom Aspinall.
You know, that'd be a good fight, dude. I honestly think they've scrapped before. I think they have, dude. I mean, Derek Lewis is still number 10. I don't know if they scrapped before, but I mean that'd be in
No,
like
they haven't.
they haven't. That'd
No.
be a good
Oh
be
yeah,
a
they
good
did. They did. They did. And he knocked him out. Maybe we get a rematch.
Oh, so you got knocked out by Tai Tuivasa?
No,
Tuivasa or
Marcin
whatever.
Tybura.
It's in Tybura. Whoa.
Yeah, the guy who just lost to Tom Aspinall. Maybe we see a rematch. Tybura gets a redemption to try to get back in the top 10. Derek Lewis gets a redemption to get back into the top 10.
That's insane, man. I'm here for it. I'm just do it. I'm here for it. I think
Or
everyone
yeah, everybody's here for it. Because his only losses in the past 4 are he lost to Sergey Spivak, which we called that. Sergey Pavlovich, TKO, he lost. That's okay because Pavlovich has literally knocked out everybody. Tai Tuivasa, I think he knocks Tai Tuivasa out, in my opinion, if he fights him again. Cyril gone. That's it.
people forget that Derek Lewis beat Francis Ngannou. People forget that.
That is true.
I mean, I forgot it.
Fuck, I forgot it until you just said it. It just reminded it. Yeah, that was one of Ngannou's, I think, one of his first fights in the UFC.
Yeah.
Or
Pathetic.
close to it.
Derek Lewis
No,
is
that was like his 10th fight in the UFC.
Derek Lewis is the thing about Derek Lewis is he fights a lot, man. He fucking fights a lot,
And
dude.
now he looks like he's in the best shape of his life, which is scary.
What's up with that, dude? Is he going vegan or like grass-fed Fred over here? What is he doing?
He's probably just eating a lot of booty.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, dude. It's a fat burner,
I mean,
number one. Number two, it stimulates your testosterone, your cortisone, you're fine. That shit is.
oh, but six-pack Derry Lewis, give him John Jones. Let's see it for the world title.
Oh my god, no way.
Speaking of world titles, how this guy is not going to be a world champion is mind-blowing. Alex Pieta edges Jan Blachowicz via split decision in the most epic way possible. Gets the win over him, a guy who Izzy loses to. This storyline is just incredible, man. If you don't like Alex Pieta by now, like, fuck you.
Fuck wrong with you, dude? And the thing is, dude, that's an ex-champ right there, bro.
That is an ex-champ, and now not only was he a world kickboxing champ, he was the UFC champ. Now he's going to light heavyweight, and he's more than likely has a great opportunity to be the light heavyweight champ.
Yeah, and Blachowicz was he was a light heavyweight champion for a little bit.
Yeah.
So I mean, like, dude, this guy is battle tested. 100%, dude. He pieced up Izzy, pieced up John. He's battle tested, bro.
I'm telling you, the key to Alex's career right now is the fact that he has Glover to share it by him. The fact that he's training under Glover is literally going to help him become the light heavyweight champ, because that was Glover's division until Glover lost to Jamal Hill. Glover ran that division. He beat Yuri. He beat Jamal Hill. He loses to Jamal Hill, and now he's training Alex. Alex is now in the light heavyweight division, so Glover knows all these guys' shit.
Who do you think fights next for the belt?
It's Alex versus Yuri. It's got to be.
You think he's gonna jump Magomed?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Magomed just got announced. You didn't see that?
No, what happened?
Yeah, Magomed versus fuck, they just announced it, dude. Damn, now you just made me forget it.
Got a little MMA news? Shit.
I mean, it happened like a few days ago. Magomed versus Johnny Walker.
No way.
Yeah,
What?
I sent you that shit.
I didn't read it.
Yeah, I sent it to you. Yeah, Johnny Walker versus Magomed, which is great. I think Johnny Walker knocks him out.
That's great for Johnny Walker, man.
It's
Johnny
huge.
Walker, number 3 contender, bro.
Yeah, Johnny Walker, whoever wins that fight gets the next fight for the title, I'd assume.
Oh, I would love to see a Johnny Walker Alex fight.
Johnny Walker would lose to Alex Pierre, but I think he beats Magomed.
We'll see, man. I want to see Magomed fight Alex, dude.
I'm very curious. I'm curious to see Yuri versus Alex 100% because Yuri is such a weird, different type of fighter. But I think Alex is well prepared because Izzy's the same way. Izzy
Yeah.
is a very weird striker. He can kind of like, he kind of has that Bruce Lee, that weird style to him. So is it? But I think Alex's kickboxing is just so elite. It just tears you up, man. If you even get close to him, you're either gonna catch a left hook or you're gonna catch a calf kick, and it's gonna suck.
God, yeah, I liked it, man. He looked good, man. The fight, I don't think it was a split decision. I'm gonna be real with you. I don't. I see how it's a close fight, but I think all three judges, should have scored it as unanimous. It was close, dude, but it wasn't that
I
close.
think the takedowns is what gave it a split because Jan was able to control him for 7 minutes. So that's probably what it was.
I get it, but I mean, dude, Alex looked good. He proved himself in the division. I think he got a lot of fans out of this too, man. I really think he did.
Yeah, 100%. I'd
I
agree.
like him. He looks big. I like his style, bro.
And
Like,
then, yeah, I hope he gets the fight with Yuri as soon as possible. I hope we see that either at the end of the year or early next year.
oh, we got time, man. Make it the end of the year. This guy's hungry.
So I'm hoping for that. Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. I think the highlight of the night. I think we called this one. Dustin Poirier is a great fighter. Justin Gaethje with a insane head kick to finish it off.
It's like, hello, bye bye, man. I mean, I don't know how old Dustin is, but he was looking good after that loss from Charles, and that was kind of it, dude. You kind of needed these both fighters needed this win bad to make a title run, bro.
They did.
The loser of this, I don't see them getting a shot, bro.
Nah,
I
nah,
don't
nah, nah, nah. I don't see it either.
ever again. Unfortunately, man, and it sucks to say, but like I after watching the Dustin Poirier fights with you, we watched like four. We drank like 38 Miller Lights. I loved that, by the way. It was a great time. I just see with that division, dude, with the up and covers like Raphael and stuff like that, dude. I don't see it happening. I would love to see a Dustin Poirier Raphael Fiziev fight. I think that'd be sick.
Might
Um,
happen.
that might happen, but I mean, if he loses that one again, it's time to hang him up.
I don't know.
This
I
is
think Justin Gaethje actually has a chance to
100%,
fight
dude.
for the title now.
I think he does, and I really, dude. Listen, dude. Justin Gaethje is an all-American wrestler. All right, he's not going to
He's
get
just
fucking.
he's just a pure American. That's what he
Yeah,
is.
he's not going to get manhandled by Islam. He's fucking not, dude. And the thing is this, dude. I think Charles Oliveira is too weak for Islam. I said it. I mean it.
You think Charles is too weak for Islam?
100%, dude.
I
It's
think
obvious.
this fight's going to be a little bit different than the first one.
I hope so. I hope so, dude. But I just think he's too weak. I see him being a good striker. I see him being able to do good submissions. But I think Islam breaks those submissions.
Find out.
I
I
mean,
don't
I
want to
would
get into that fight because I'm not going to side with Islam at all. But I'm going to side with Charles all day long on that, even if he has lost to him already. Fuck it.
give my boy Justin a belt, bro.
But Justin Gaethje, yeah, badass performance, nice head kick, definitely sets himself up for a run.
It's all the
I
setup.
know there
He
was a
just
little
really-
bit. I saw some stupid controversy on Twitter, man. People are talking about like, oh, the head kick landed in the back of the head. That's what caused him to go down. They need to review it and call it a no contest. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Fuck my dick, dude.
Yeah, that's
I
so
hate.
stupid. Dude, people are so soft nowadays.
Dude, speaking of this, that man's backflips are fucking intense.
Hold the fuck up. Did you know that he was mixed?
So is that true? I don't believe it.
I
He's
don't know
Mexican?
if I believe it did either, but I did see something where he said that he was Mexican.
I didn't click it though.
I clicked it. Did I send it to you?
No, I mean, we follow 88 of the same pages.
No, I
They
saw
need
it
to
though,
follow-
and he was like, my mother is, or one of his parents is full Hispanic, and the other one I believe is white.
Well, Gaethje doesn't even sound like a white last name either, man.
It's true.
I mean, we'll look
But
more
when
in depth.
I didn't know that, but it came out of his mouth, so who knows?
I can see it though, bro.
I mean, there's a lot of mysterious things I think about Justin Gaethje as far as what he is and and what heritage he is. Because I'm a little bit concerned he might be a little off as well.
He looks like you, and I hope you guys know Dirty Bird's actually Black Dutch.
Yeah, according to 3 and Me, is that what it's called?
Yeah, and I looked up what Black Dutch was, and it's fake. It's
Yeah,
not even a
it's not
drink.
even real. I've just been making it up since I was a kid.
You fuckhead. Hey,
But
Justin Gates, you got our respect here, man.
hell
We
yeah, you
fuck with
do.
you, rapper, and you get better and better every fight. Instead of fighters declining, you took a couple L's and you turned them into W's, bro. You're doing great, dude. I love the performance you're doing. You deserve this title run. You deserve to get the next shot. Whoever it is, I think you've earned the next shot of Charles and that Islamic fuck. Islam fuck.
Islamic fuck. Damn, canceled.
Islam.
I'm just kidding. All right, man. Well, hell of a fight card. I think it lived up to the cost of the pay-per-view with no title fight.
Yes.
Even though
definitely.
I didn't buy it, shout out to Murky for hooking up the Overs Club, purchasing the UFC fight. I ain't gonna take credit for that shit. He hooked it up for the boys, and he put it on for everyone. I ended up getting in there for the main card, so I was able to watch a few of the fights. So appreciate that, homie.
Good job, Murky.
And then we got the upcoming fight night this week. I don't want to go too crazy in it, but we'll highlight a couple things. And then towards the end of the week, I said this last week. Sorry, I lied to everyone and said I was going to go live for a betting preview with Nick. Me and Nick, like he said before, drank 37 Miller Lights and watched 17 Dustin Poirier fights, so we did not go live. So my apologies on that. But this week, I hope to go live so we can do a better preview and highlight this week's fight card. But I do want to cover a couple fights. Prelim, we got a good fight. Billy Q versus Damon Jackson. That should be a pretty solid fight. It's very evenly matched. Jeremiah Wells needs to recover. I think he has a fight against Harris, which should be a decent fight. In the main card, I want to say this could have been a great card if Umar versus Corey Sandhagen was the actual main event. But now we have Rob Font versus Corey Sandhagen. So I think Corey gets this one pretty easily. I think this is an easy win for him. He's a minus 340 favorite. So I think this is pretty. I think this one sides in Corey Sandhagen's favor. I even like him via TKO. I think he pieces him up. I think Rob Font's good. I just don't think he's good enough to beat Corey Sandhagen at his level right now.
Sandhagen's doing good lately, man. And dude, how much time are we gonna watch Jessica Andrade fight this year?
Dude, I literally just said that on Twitter, bro. Some guy on one of the big MMA accounts was like, how good do you rate this card? I said, well, besides the fact that I've seen Jessica Andrade 20 times in the past year, I would say this fight card is okay.
This is gonna be your 4th time fighting in 8 months.
That's insane, dude.
That's insane.
She's about to get subbed out quick.
Oh, dude, she is about to get subbed out. She's going against a stud, dude.
Tatiana Suarez is good as fuck, and not only that, but Andrade has that obviously 4 fights in 8 months. That's tough.
That's tough,
and
man.
she fluctuated weight classes, and then she took a TKO loss, didn't she?
Oh yeah, dude. She has not. She looked good 3 fights ago. I don't think she went back to camp long enough, and then she went on like.
Dude, because we literally said the first fight she won in the last 4 when she won that one fight, we were like, dude, her boxing is insane. She looks great. This, that, and the other, and then she went loss.
Yes, dude. It's insane. I thought she was gonna be tough, dude.
Loss. That's right. Yeah, because Murphy, remember, she pieced up Lauren Murphy.
Yeah.
And then she got subbed out by Blanchfield and knocked out by Jan. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. It's wild, man.
This might be her last fight if she loses.
I see her being one of those stubborn fighters, man. That's
actually, you're probably right. She probably will be one of those stubborn fighters.
Yeah, she'll get it.
So, but she's a heavy underdog. So, I don't even like her winning though. If I had to take it, I would take Suarez by submission and Sandhagen by TKO parlay.
Run that shit up.
Run it up. And then we have Nshukwu, I think I said his name right, and against Dustin Jacoby. should be a pretty solid fight. Somebody's somebody's getting knocked out, or it's going to be a very boring fight to a decision.
Yeah, yeah. I
But
feel it. I feel it.
Diego Lopez Tucker should be a decent fight. Like I said, I'm gonna dive into a couple of these more because I do actually like that parlay, the submission Suarez and the TKO Corey Sandhagen could be something really, really good to look at.
I fuck with that.
Because I mean, she subbed out Alexa Grasso, who's the
Ooh.
champ. So I
I'm
mean,
sorry.
remember she came back, right? She took like a long gap, right? It was like like a 4-year break, and then she came back to the UFC, and everybody was all hyped up on her. But she's 10-0, dude.
Yeah, she is 10-0, dude. So I mean, that alone speaks volumes.
So we'll see about that. I think she gets the victory though. And then also this week, this Friday, we have the PFL playoffs, the featherweights and the light heavyweights. Our guy Bubba Jenkins is the main event, fighting for that. I think it's a mill, right? It's a 1 million
huge, man.
$1 million type shit tournament. Isn't that what the PFL does?
Yeah. Are you trying to pull up?
Dude, it's in San Antonio. Trust me, I'll look for tickets. The tickets are a decent price, but it would be a matter of just getting there. I'd be there.
That'd be awesome, dude.
And we got that going on Friday night. By the way, I'll be in the Discord showing these fights. So if you do want to stop in and watch some good ass PFL, for some reason PFL fights have been very entertaining this year. So if you've missed a few, definitely a good time to watch them now that they've gotten to the playoffs and the serious fighters are fighting each other. So definitely something to look out for.
Yes, man. These playoffs are gonna be sick. Hey, the PFL is definitely stepping it up, dude. They have some actually good talent. Some of these guys, you can see a lot of these guys in the UFC soon. But I mean, if PFL's cutting that check, then go on and get it.
And also, first time I'm going to announce this on our podcast. We also have some local amateur fights this weekend in Atlanta at the Battery. The NFC, big NFC fights this weekend. So if you're in the Atlanta area and you listen to this podcast, definitely want to check those out. I think they have a couple of guys who are on the verge of pro, fighting in the main cards, the main events. So check that out. NFC. I don't really know the exact number, but I know it's at the Battery. So if you listen to this podcast and you're from Atlanta, definitely check that out. I think I looked at tickets. I think they were $50 for general admission. So yeah, $50.
Kind of steep for some fucking shit for that, dude. Damn.
Yeah, I mean, well, you're getting like, I think you're getting like 15 fights.
Damn. Well, I better come with a free chicken tender basket and 3 Stellas.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't been to an NFC event, so I don't know what they're like.
Got some good talent in there.
But I mean, I'd pay $50 to watch decent fights. I'm not gonna pay $50 to watch Jake Paul and Nate Diaz.
Oh, speaking of that shit, man, let's go.
I know. I had to get right into it. It was right on the tip of my mind. What do you think, Nasty? I'm seeing way too much bullshit on this. Like, I've been talking to the guys today about it, and I just saw a report right before I got on the podcast. And it was from MMA Mania, which is a creditable source in MMA, in my opinion. They definitely, they got like almost 100K followers type shit. But it's titled "Jake Paul retires from boxing with loss to Nate Diaz." So I'm like, and I said it earlier today. I have a feeling this fight is going to be rigged, dude.
This is what I mean. It gets me nervous, dude. I'm not gonna lie. I've been nervous this whole entire week of coming up for it. We're over the Octagon is huge Nate Diaz fans over here. We love the Diaz's, but would Nate Diaz get knocked out, agree to get knocked out for the whatever the show money they say at least makes $1 million, and then another $1 million or $2 million on the side? Do you think he would do that?
Hold on a second. I'm gonna read you this right here. So I said earlier in our group chat, I said I could care less about the Nate Diaz fight because I feel like this shit's rigged. And my buddy Matty G said, with the Diaz bros, no way. Diaz ain't taking no fight. If it's rigged, I won't believe it. I said, money talks. He said, not with him. He ain't about his money like that.
Please.
And I was like, dude, I don't know, man. Like, I just have this weird feeling that I don't know. We need a documentary of the Diaz brothers, by the way.
We do. Nate Diaz has never been knocked out. He's been knocked out one time in his career from a fucking head kick. And guess what? You can't throw fucking head kicks in a boxing match.
So you don't think it's going to be rigged? You really, truly don't think he's going to take if somebody offered you $5 million?
Oh, do I not think? Do I think it's gonna be rigged? I don't know, man.
I think it is. And then you see today Paul expects to retire with loss to Nate Diaz. That just screams to me that either A, it's already set up where Diaz beats him, and then they can finally say, well, Diaz has been a boxer his whole life. He was finally the first MMA fighter to step it up. Da 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 da. Jake Paul retires from boxing, then goes to do his promotion with a PFL and all that stuff. And it's like a segue away from boxing. Or Jake Paul wins and he goes, see, motherfuckers, I am that guy. I've beat all these MMA fighters. Now I'm going to go train MMA and do the PFL.
Bruh. I'm gonna be very nervous Saturday. That's all I'm saying, man. I'm pissed. I don't even want. It's I don't know, dude. I could see him taking it. I don't know him personally, but I could see him taking the money on the side. But the thing is, I hope he has that bulldog in him, and I hope. I mean, it's not gonna be a knockout, guys. You know this from Nate Diaz. But
I can see him edging out a decision. I said it in here. I said I see decision Jake Paul.
Ew, I see it. No, the only way he loses, the only way Nate Diaz loses is if he gets knocked out. If it goes all the rounds, there's no way he's getting decision out by this pussy.
Dude, I hope not, bro.
Eat my dick, dude. He's gonna fucking connect way more than Jake. 100%. Dude, oh my god. I want him to say fuck. I want to see all that shit, dude.
But see, the thing is, it's just not getting the hype that it deserves. Like, you would think this would be such a big fight, dude. Like, nobody really gives a shit.
Nobody gives a shit, man. I think it's gonna be cool. I want to see what Nate Diaz walks out to. I hope he walks out with a blunt in his mouth. And you can come out to it with a rapper and these kind of things, dude. And I would love for him just to come out to some Tupac, facing a blunt, just fucking like, "What's up, bitch?" But I don't know, man.
Bro.
Nate Diaz has aged a lot in the past couple of years. Like his face.
Oh, it's bad, dude.
I don't know what he's been doing, bro.
Well, for one, he's probably just been living his best life. Why he's not even fucking fighting in the UFC anymore, so who cares?
The day in the life of Nate Diaz. I wake up, I smoke a blunt. Before I smoke a blunt, rap.
Yeah, what the fuck do I do again?
He's like, I forget what day it is. It's all right.
Oh man. But anyways, who knows, man, what that's gonna be like. All I know is I ain't staying up for it, especially if it starts at 1:00 in the morning.
Oh yeah, definitely, man.
So I'll definitely watch I'll be watching the fight night. More than likely, I'll probably have it on the TV. I'm not gonna be in Discord for it because I don't think a lot of people will be there because of the quality of the fight night. But I'll be watching it at home. And then the PFL event, though, I'll be in here to watch, just hanging out and vibing. Wife's going out of town, so I'll just be kicking it at the crib, not doing anything, just chilling.
It's a bad little shot.
But let's see, what other MMA news do we have? I mean, I do want to say this. This one was a little confusing. I should have said this earlier, but I just clicked on MMA news to kind of see if we had any updates. The pound for pound list came out, the new one. So after the Justin Gaethje fight, Justin Gaethje has now moved into the top 10 pound for pound.
No way.
But guess who isn't on the top 10 pound for pound?
Who?
Alex Pereira.
Oh, no way.
That is a little confusing to me. How is Izzy number 4 and Alex Pereira is not on the top 10 pound for pound after he was the champ, lost the belt, won his very first light heavyweight fight, weight class above where he was?
I'm looking at it right now. He's like tied for number 10, but they have him at 11.
I don't like that. I don't like him being above or below Justin Gaethje.
He's below Yuri too? What? That's crazy, dude.
Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that. I think he deserves to be in the top 10. I mean, he beat the champ. He lost to the champ. He went up a weight class and won. You tell me another guy that's fucking beating Alex Pereira in the top 10 outside of the guy who's already beat him once. And obviously John Jones. Obviously the guys below him, though, in the divisions, you can't really count that. But in that division, nobody.
Damn, man. That's fucked.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. That kind of pissed me off a little bit. I was like, man, y'all are... He should definitely be... He should be in the top 10. Alex Pereira is still number 2, but in a different weight class. So now he's the number 2 contender in a new weight class when he was the number 2 contender in the other weight class. And the guy that's so stupid.
That is stupid, man.
And then we got Ultimate Fighter. Brackatona gets a big win in the Ultimate Fighter. That was actually a really good fight. So I know you haven't watched the episode yet. I would go watch it. The fight was actually really good.
I still got to catch up on all of that, man.
No, you don't. Start it from this episode. You don't need to catch up for shit.
Really?
Yeah, don't even watch it. Then it just watch this episode and beyond, because now it's all veterans, and it's all veterans and one I think in one prospect.
Jeez.
Yeah, so now you're gonna actually see good fighting.
Oh man, one prospect.
Yep, and the last night's fight was actually really good. Brackatona and the T I can't remember his name, but they put on a war, dude. Blood, fucking 3 rounds of striking. It was great. And then I heard the next one, they highlighted the next one. You know how they did like a replay, like a little highlight. They said it was supposed to be like you hear Dana White going like, that's the fight of the season.
Oh shit, good. Well, I mean,
so it seems to be spicing up now, but I typically don't watch it the night of. I watch it the next day so I can skip the first 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not boozing it up and fucking having a great time, what's the point of it?
Skip the first 30 minutes, go straight to the fight. Speaking of, what's returning on Tuesday?
Contender season, right?
Dana White Contender Series.
That's going to be fire. There's going to be some fucking peeps out of there, dude.
And you know, dude, it always happens that way, man. Every time we get Dana White Contender Series, somebody on the Dana White Contender Series. Actually, I got a little game for us, all right?
What's up?
We got to pick one person from the Dana White Contender Series this season. Which one of them will be a world champion? Because it always happens.
It does, man. Oh, shit.
Or at least gets up to somebody in the Dana White Contender Series this season will be a world champion. I feel it.
I'll watch the whole thing. I'll watch the whole thing of that.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Every Tuesday night.
Let's go.
Because I think it comes on at 8 o'clock, which is perfect.
Oh, good. Finally.
Yeah, fuck all that 10 o'clock, damn. Nobody gives a crap about the Ultimate Fighter at 10 p.m. at night on a weekday.
Dude, I got my thumb in my mouth. I'm snoring at 9:30.
But Nasty, I ain't got nothing else, bro. I think that was really it. People loved the WWE talk last week, so we need to start getting a little bit of more in that in there.
Yeah, dude. I actually thought about my top guys a lot the other night.
Did you?
We'll talk about it again another time. But yeah, man, I got to switch up my whole entire lineup, to be honest.
Well, next week we have a perfect week because we'll have this fight night to highlight. And then we have the fight night that is really not that great the next week. So
yeah, not even in it, but we're going to cover it just for you guys. But I mean, there's a lot of other news, and honestly, there's gonna be more fight announcements coming up. It's happening.
Yeah. Next week will be a big conversational like a conversational show. So send in some topics, man. We would love to hear some shit from you guys. What do you guys want to hear us talk about? Because next week's the perfect opportunity because we have DeSantos headlining a fight night against Vincent Luque.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, cool. Finally get to see RDA fight after what feels like 10 years.
Oof.
So, but and then we get the UFC 292. So next week's it. Next week's a good talk week. We'll come on, have a good chat, and we'll keep it moving. But yeah, we'll talk the WWE talk next week too.
Let's get it.
I like that, bro. But yeah, that's it for me, Nasty. I ain't got nothing else. So if you've been listening, then you already know. If you are listening for the first time, we do this for the Overs Club every single week. We get on here, talk MMA news. We're gonna start branching out a little bit more to the local scene too. So if you are a local listener and you starting to listen to the podcast, be prepared because we're gonna try to start getting some local fighters on. And try to get to some of these events and really shed some light down where we're from, where we kind of grew up, and where we've watched fighting our whole lives. So it's gonna be cool for us. This weekend I'll have the PFL fights on tomorrow night. Or Friday night, I'll also have the UFC fights going on in the Discord. I won't be in here for them Saturday, but I will be watching them. But I'll turn them on if anybody wants to fight them. We got football starting back tomorrow. Finally, let's fucking go. It's degenerate season, baby. Oh, and we swept the board last week, baby. 5-0 on the money line. Won some people some money. That's all I love to see, man. When I see people tagging me in the Discord going, I followed you, I followed you, I followed you. Here's the tickets I won. That's what I do it for, man. That's why I give you these bets. Sometimes I may be good, sometimes I may be shit. But hey, at the end of the day, I have fun doing it. So fuck it.
Fuck it.
Let's ride, baby. Nasty. Catch you next week, brother.
All right, dog.
Talk to you tomorrow, man. Peace.
Peace.